The doctor pulled my husband, Mark, into the hallway of the ICU. Through the heavy glass door, I watched them. Dr. Aris emphasized every word with a grim nod, while Mark stood there, shoulders slumped, his Boston Red Sox cap twisted backward, the same way he wore it when we were in college. I saw the doctor lean in and say something that made Mark flinch. "Are you sure you want me to save her?" We had been married for 12 years. 3 weeks ago, I was training for a half marathon in Central Park. Now, I was a case study with failing organs and a specialized medical team that wouldn't meet my gaze. My sister Sarah had driven down from Vermont. She spent her days in the corner of my room, scrolling through medical forms and pretending to eat the hospital cafeteria's lukewarm pasta. Mark was there every single night. He'd bring me the Sunday Times crossword, even though I could barely hold a pen, and read me the sports section until I drifted off. He looked like a ghost of himself. He'd lost 20 pounds, and the coffee in his hand was usually cold and untouched. "Go home, Mark," I whispered one night when the monitors were chirping too loud. "Sleep in our bed, just for one night." "I'm staying," he said, his voice cracking. "I'm not going anywhere, Liv." When the news came that my liver was failing faster than the transplant list was moving, everything turned into a blur of consent forms and worst-case scenarios. Then, a miracle happened. A match was found. An anonymous donor, they said. The recovery was grueling, but I made it. 2 weeks later, as I was finally being cleared for discharge, I woke up at 2:00 a.m. I heard voices by the nurse's station. "Mark and Dr. Aris. The recovery will be long for both of you," the doctor said, "but the risks you took. Mark, you could have lost your own life on that table." "I'd do it again," Mark replied. "Just make sure she never feels like she owes me. I didn't do this so she'd feel guilty. I did it because I can't imagine a world without her." I lay there in the dark, the pieces finally clicking together. Mark hadn't been working late during my surgery. He had been 2 floors up, recovering from giving me a part of himself. He walked into my room a few minutes later, limping slightly but smiling as he saw me awake. He took my hand, the same way he had every day for 12 years. "You're a terrible liar," I whispered, tears hitting the pillow. He just squeezed my hand and kissed my forehead. "Maybe, but you're alive, and that's the only thing that matters."